The following video may not be suitable for children 13 and under. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be unboxing and reviewing this. This is fanshobby MB-16 Lightning Eagle. This is basically their take on the UK exclusive Transformer Thunderclash. Now the figure is in masterpiece scale, so it's a pretty large figure, and it's basically how they envision Thunderclash. And the reason why I say that is in Generation 1, Thunderclash kind of looked like this in a way, but the trailer part is very different. But you know, the front turned into a small robot, and then the trailer did turn into some sort of weapons platform, albeit it didn't look anything like this. And in Generation 1, he did not combine with his trailer. But when I saw that they previewed this, I immediately wanted to get it because I thought it was such a cool idea. Now, this is basically a retool of their Guy Ginrai figure. As you can see, it shares a lot of similarities, but I would say it's a pretty heavy retool to make it look like their own version of Thunderclash. So let's take a look at the box. So the box, very nice. It's a big box, as you can see. In the front of the box, you have photos of the figure in the 3 different modes: small robot mode, the turret mode, and the combined robot mode, and with larger pictures here. There's MB-16 for Master Builder. Here's the bottom of the box. Now it says MB-16 and MB-16A. So there's a little preview of what's to come concerning this figure. Here is the top of the box. Very nice. Looks like it has some LED lighting or something, shooting missiles. Side of the box and the back. So on the back of the box, you can see all the different figures that they have released in the past, but along with Lightning Eagle. So good guys and the bad guys, ages 15 and up. And Master Builder series, offering characters with new concept interpretation. And fanshobby, little background, founded in 2016. Okay, let's get this guy out of the box. So here's what you get inside the box. So I thought I'd just do unboxing of how it's packaged. I took out the main box out of the way because it just won't fit. So let's see the paperwork. You get a trading card. Now, this is not like MMC's trading card where it's a heavy plastic. This is actually paper or cardstock. Pretty cool. With the stats in the back. You also get an instruction book. Looks like it's in black and white. And you can see Lightning Eagle and then Machine Eagle. So look on the instructions. You can see they're going to be doing a Machine Wars version. I'm not sure if it's going to be a full-on... Yeah, it has to be a full-on repaint because the Machine Wars colors are very different from the Thunderclash colors. And you can see over here, MB-16A will have a new head that will look like Optimus Prime. And I gotta tell you, I really like the Machine Wars Optimus Prime, so definitely in on getting Lightning Eagle 16A. Has the instructions in here, and I'll go through them. A lot of detailed instructions, which is very good. They actually have a little booklet here for it, opposed to I just reviewed Civil War, which was just a single pamphlet. But then again, you know, this is a little more involved. It's a bigger figure. Okay, let's put this aside and let's see the contents of the package. It's nicely packed in here. Looks like, let's take this part out. Large missiles. Okay, I'm gonna take it all out. Bring it to the side. I like how it's protected. Really have collectors in mind. Hey, I'm gonna take out all the plastic sheeting here. Hey, so here's what you get out of the package. You get these two brass painted missiles, two turbines that also, I believe, act as missile launchers. Nice brass painted and black gun. Look, the handle comes out. And you get the trailer. It's pretty big. See if I can get them all in. And the main robot or cab section. Okay, let's get him fully assembled in vehicle mode. So first you have these two large cannons. They're actually identical. And when I first got them, I thought they sent me a mispack. But turns out they can be identical. They basically, you have to pull this tab or here and then bring it out. Do the same for the other side. If I can pull it, sometimes it's a little tight, so don't force it. There you go. And then you have these two projectiles, rockets. Just press it all the way in, and then you can hear it lock. Now it seems like a very strong spring. So here's the button to fire. So pretty strong. But here's the cool part. There's this safety mechanism here. So you can see it's red, meaning it's not safe. If you press it, this part comes out. So let's try that again. So this means it's not safe. Press it, now it's safe. So if you push on the trigger, it doesn't fire. Let's do the same on the other side. So right now you can see it's not safe. Put it back in, press the safety. Now it's safe. Really cool. Wouldn't think of that feature for a transformer. And these pretty much just rest here, like so. Take the middle, his handheld weapon, and pull this part out. It's like the magazine section. And then that just rests right in the middle there. And this piece can go right here. And the truck is fully assembled like so. Pretty cool. Rolls really nice. Nice rubber tires. And take a look from the front side. Okay, I'm gonna separate them out and we're gonna look at the individual parts of the truck in detail here. So this is the cab section. You can see, looks like there's a, I don't know if it's an LED. I thought it was an LED at first, but I could be wrong, but I'm gonna double check. Nice paint detail, nice clean paint job. You have this pink fluorescent clear plastic. Man, the colors. Sometimes I would joke around that the reason why he's called Thunderclash is because all his colors just clash. Nice chrome, rubber wheels, rubber tires. Here's the back. Nothing to indicate some kind of tail lights in the back, but that's okay. It's supposed to be a futuristic vehicle. Again, very nice clean paint apps. Now this is pretty cool. I love the fact that there's a gradient in the paint app and it's super clean. So you see how it's a darker blue on the outside and then it becomes a lighter shade of blue on the inside gradually. Very cool. Now it is somewhat of a parts former because this thing does pop out and then becomes a chest later. Oops, let's put it back on. But I can live with that. Okay, let's take a look at the trailer side up close. Now the trailer is pretty much their Gaijin heavily modified to be used for Thunderclash here or Lightning Eagle. But very nice, clean paint apps. Love the gold back here. Would have been kind of cool to have some paint apps over here on this detail, but it's okay. I had to take the missiles off because when I flipped it over, it was falling off. But again, nice painted, clean details. Now here on the bottom, you can visibly see the large robot head over here. But that's okay, that's the bottom of the figure. But all in all, very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna put the trailer aside and we're gonna focus on the small robot. Pretty cool looking robot. Now, the gun here, just flip this out, and there's little ridges here. So the way it holds the gun, as you can see on the hands, there's a little ridge that it slides into. So a little different from what I've seen other 3P use to hold weapons. Just slide it in, and you can close the hands. Hey, let's take a look at him from afar. All in all, very cool looking. Nice clean robot mode. Nice head sculpt. And again, like I said, I like the details on the chest. Now this really looks like Thunderclash to me. I have the MMC version, which is the IDW Thunderclash, but this reminds me of G1 a lot. Okay, let's get on to articulation. I'm going to remove the gun. So for articulation, starting off with the head. The head is on a ball joint, so you can rotate it 360. The arm, you can rotate 360. You can lift up at the elbow, at the shoulder, this high, pretty high. Double jointed. Oops. See, I popped that out. Let me pop it back in. Double jointed elbow joint, mainly due to transformation, but hey, I'll take it. 360 rotation at the bicep, 360 rotation at the wrist, and he does have an index finger articulation somewhat. Like, he can't really point, but he can make a trigger. But yeah. Now for the waist, you can rotate almost 360. It's just that these panels are in the way, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to go 360, but for my purposes, it's a lot of rotation. He does have somewhat of a, I don't know if you want to call it an ab crunch. Like if you lift this up, he can do this. So something like an ab crunch, but it's, yeah, there it goes, popping off again. I wish this thing was a little more secured, but it is a parts former and I keep moving it, so I guess maybe it's not supposed to have an ab crunch. The legs can kick this far. Let's rotate this panel this far up. You can bend at the knee, just a 90-degree bend. You can do the splits. Yes, thigh rotation 360 and ankle tilt. That's pretty much it. Not too much articulation on the legs, but that's okay. All in all, I think this is a really solid figure. The build is very nice. The transformation is intuitive. It's not overly complicated, but it's not overly simple too. So you feel like you're getting a lot out of it. Okay, let's do some size comparisons. Here's Lightning Eagle next to MP10. So as you can see, they are pretty much in scale with each other, both masterpiece scale. Here he is next to MP scale Carbot. I don't remember his name. Here he is next to Siege Ratchet. And here he is next to MMC's version of Thunderclash Colossus. Here's Lightning Eagle in his turret mode, and it looks pretty cool. Now, it is the weakest of the three modes, if you ask me. I mean, it's basically, you know how in Generation 1 they have these base modes for Transformers. This is something similar to that, but it's not as bad in my opinion. I mean, it does look like a cool weapons platform. Right here, you can see the detail of it. So it's not that bad, but it is obviously an afterthought. But like I said, I don't blame them so much, being that this is a heavy retool of Powerbaser, who basically was a large robot that combined with the trailer and the cab combined to form. But yeah, he looks pretty cool on it. Get some more detail shots here. Surprisingly, it's pretty stable. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you can tell I have the safety on for the rockets, because I don't want to shoot my eye out, because that's going to hurt. So some quick size comparison shots in his turret mode. Imagine him and the Autobots going into battle here, and he's just like blowing Decepticons away left and right. Very cool looking. It's still the weakest mode of the three, but I gotta say it's pretty cool looking. Here's Lightning Eagle in his combined robot mode, and as you can see, he is huge. He barely, or can't really say he doesn't really fit in my light box. Can't really get all of them inside, but you see how large this figure is and how hefty he is. Let me just turn it around. Very cool combined robot mode. And I gotta say, it's a good use of the Powerbaser mold to make Thunderclash, or their version of Thunderclash, become a super robot. And well, it's not canon or 2G1. I can get on board with this. Man, this guy's heavy and big. And let's put him over here. Love all the colors again. But yeah, this is a huge fella. In fact, let's get some figures for size comparison. Here's my trusty MP10. Just so you can see how he looks side by side with MP10. And here is MMC's version of Thunderclash, their Colossus. And here we have an MP scale Carbot. You can see he just towers over them. And here we have again Siege Ratchet, or something from the mainline Chug scale to reference him with. Wait, let's get on to the articulation of the combined robot mode. And I gotta say, it is not as articulated as the smaller robot, but I think it has an acceptable amount of articulation. Now, for an example, I'm going to take this turbine out because I need it to show the articulation on the arm. But let's start with the head. The head is on a ball joint, rotates 360. The arms can rotate 360. Nice clicking ratchets. The shoulders can go up. Oh, let's go this high. That's all it can go up. But I don't know if you can count this. So this hinge over here can allow it to go more, but I don't really count that. And honestly, I wish this hinge lock better was, you know, locked into place better. I think with time it can get loose. You can rotate at the bicep 360. 2 points of articulation for the elbow. So you can do that, which is kind of cool. And then the wrist, you can rotate 360. And he does have finger articulation on all 5 fingers, but it's not as articulated as the Silver Warrior General Grant figure that I recently reviewed. I think this is a better level of articulation for every finger than what Silver Warrior had. Although this is not as articulated, I think this is a lot easier to work with. The waist, let's see over here. You lift up these flaps. You can rotate the waist 360. Oh, this panel came off. Now I do wish this panel stuck on a lot better than it did. It'll stick on, but if you're handling it, it seems to easily come out. So, can rotate. Thigh swivel. Try and get this all on camera. So, let me move the camera a bit more because this is going to be hard to do because it's such a big figure. He can kick, but this little thing gets in the way. But if you bend his knee, he can bend this much. I guess he can go higher. Okay, yeah, this is a little difficult. He does have ankle tilt, so that's kind of cool. And ratcheted feet articulation. I can get it to move. Very strong ratchets, but I think they need to be because it's holding all this weight of this huge figure. All in all, I'm really happy with this purchase. I just have a couple of minor issues. One being, like I said earlier, this hinge. It'd be nice if it locked. Transforming this cab to be in the proper position for the big robot was somewhat of a pain. I also think the waist, for some reason, maybe because it's not ratcheted, it doesn't feel strong. It's just a feeling, so I can't really say that is a huge negative, but I would say it would have been better, or feels better, if the waist was ratcheted. So that'd be kind of cool. A lot of the joints in this area are a little tight, but I think with multiple transformations, they'll loosen up. The other thing would be, yeah, it's just the transformation into Super Robot mode is a little bit difficult getting all the panels and stuff to line up. But like I said, all in all, it is an awesome figure. Definitely when the Machine Wars Optimus Prime version of this comes in, I will be picking it up as well. And hopefully they do a Skyquake or Machine Wars Starscream. That would be kind of cool to see their take on this. I do appreciate the Super Robot mode, even though it's not canon with G1. I think it's smart. I like it a lot. The small robot mode is awesome as well. Looks very much like a modern take on Thunderclash. I just wish the weapons platform mode was a little better. So the turret mode is an afterthought, and I get that it's because it's based on powerbaser, which is Power Master Optimus Prime. So, you know, I'm a little torn because Thunderclash didn't need to combine, but I think I'm glad he does combine to form a bigger robot. But it combines to form a bigger robot at the expense of the turret mode, which I'm a little conflicted, to be honest. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow us on social media and check out our Discord. Links in the description below.